Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's start quickly to have an introduction about Microsoft Excel. So here you see a Microsoft Excel document which is opened. This is called as Excel Workbook. It has a name, Book 4. You can save the workbook by pressing the save icon button, and you can also save the workbook with a different name by pressing save as button, for example, and let's do it as a demo book. Save, replace, and now you see that we have now saved that workbook as a name demo book. So within the workbook there are different tabs. Here you see one tab. This is actually worksheet. It has a name sheet 1. We can also change the name by right click, rename, and then demo sheet. So now we have a Excel workbook, name as demo book, and in that workbook there is one worksheet which is called as demo sheet. Within demo sheet we have columns starting from A, B, C, D, and going on further till I don't know what's the maximum value. Similarly, we have here rows starting from row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it will also keep on going further. Now I don't know what's the maximum number of columns and the maximum number of rows allowed within Microsoft Excel. If you know, please comment the number in the comment box. And then we have these boxes which are called as cells. We have this cell which has column D, row number 3. So this cell has an address which comes here D3. Similarly, if someone tells you that there is a column F5, then you have to go to column F, row number 5, then this is the exact cell which you are looking for. Okay, now we know about workbook, worksheet, and cells. Now we will quickly jump toward VBA and we will see how we can create objects of these entities within VBA script and how we can write a VBA script to actually access a specific workbook and a specific worksheet and then within them a specific cell. Okay, now to start writing a VBA code, we have to go into a VBA editor. To enter into a VBA editor, you have to go into the ribbon menu and press developer button. If you don't have developer button, I will share a link to my first video in which I have shown you how to enable the developer button in the ribbon menu. So from the developer button, go into a Visual Basic. Now this window will open. So this is the Visual Basic editor. Here you can actually write your VBA code. You will see here all the different worksheets which you have, and you will have also an object of your workbook. So you can write your VBA code inside the specific workbook, or you can also write the code inside the specific sheet. So this code will be only valid for this sheet. Or you can also right click here and insert a class module, or you can again right click here and insert a simple module. So just to keep the thing simple, we will start first only writing a VBA code in a sheet which is demo sheet. To start with, let's say like sub demo code and sub. So just to press enter, it will then create a function or a macro for you to execute. First of all, we need to create an object of the workbook. How we do that is, first we write dim and then workbook as workbook. So what I have done here is I have actually declared a variable. The name of the variable is WB and its type is workbook, and then we also need another object for the worksheet that would be like WS as worksheet. Now we have to assign to these objects specific workbook and specific worksheet. To do that, you have to use a keyword set. WB equals to this workbook. Okay, so it means that now the current active workbook is now assigned to this WB object. Similarly, we need to assign our demo sheet, which is this one, demo sheet, to our WS object. Similarly, I will again write set WS equal to WB dot worksheets. Here you see you will get, after you enter here dot, you get a lot of different options which this specific object actually supports. In our case, we want to get worksheets. Press tab, and then as soon as you do this, you will see the option what you can get here as an input. So you can write here the index. The index means the index number of the worksheet. For example, in our case it should be 1, or you can also write here simply the name, for example demo sheet. Oops, sorry, something like this. Good. And now let's say we want to write to a specific cell. Let's say cell is B3. So what I will do now is ws dot cells, and then enter a small bracket. Here you will see now again some help. So you have to first give the row index, comma, the column index. Let's say the row index is 2, the column index is also 2. 2 comma 2, close the brackets, equals to, I want to give, let's say, some demo VBA. Okay, so now we have written here a code, this macro. We can now run this macro by going into this button which says run sub or user form. So now we just want to run sub, run it, and then you see here the value is written here. Now let's say you want to actually update the value with something else like only VBA, run again, and then here the value is again updated. Similarly, you can enter any other value within the cell you want. For example, let's try to add now a numeric value, ws.cells, and let's say row number 3, column number 3. I want to write 1, 2, 3, and I will then press run button, and here it goes. At row number 3, column number 3, 1, 2, 3 is written. So guys, that's all for today's session. Please continue following me for amazing videos. Thank you.